Hi, it's Ramesha here with Vocal Bliss. Welcome. Today I would like to talk about a subject that I get asked about many times, which is how can I find time to practice? I work with several students and they're all really busy people, and many of them have very little or sometimes even no time to practice. And myself included, even though I perform regularly, like every week, I really have very little time to practice and to keep my voice in good shape. Um, you probably can relate. I have a job, I have a business that I'm running, I teach, so I have all these kind of things. But one thing that I discovered that is really cool and I want to share with you is that, well, number one, unlike when you learn an instrument, if you learn a cello, or I graduated at the conservatory as a violinist. So violin is one of the really hardest instruments I think you can probably learn. So it takes hours and a lot of practice. But singing doesn't require as much time unless you're preparing for like an opera or something like that. But otherwise, training your voice and maintaining your voice doesn't require that much time. And so what I found out is that I can actually squeeze short periods of practice in between things during my day. Or I can even do it while I do other things that don't require a lot of mental presence. For example, one of my favorite places to practice voice is while I'm driving the car. And while it's not perfect in terms of breathing, I try to really sit up straight, and this is something I recommend you do. Sit up straight so your diaphragm is free and your chest is a little bit more open, and then just do some vocal exercises. I lived for 3 years in LA in the past, and that's where I got the idea. Because if you've ever been to LA, you know that you spend most of your car time in traffic, and so there's a lot of time at hand to do all kinds of things. And so to have something to do actually during your commute time, especially if you're in traffic, that's really welcome. So while driving the car is a good time. And another that I really like, that probably most of you already do, is in the shower. In the shower, while I take a shower, I'm there, I'm washing myself, and I'm also doing vocal exercises. By the way, it's got a really nice acoustic in there, so it makes you sound really good. So it's a place to do it. And also the moisture that comes from the shower really helps your vocal cords. So it's a win-win. So I suggest that. Another suggestion, that something that I do is, for example, while I fix breakfast or while I wash dishes, I am standing there and I'm doing something that is not too mentally involved, and so I can do some warm-ups. So there's all kinds of places and ways. Sometimes if I'm taking a walk and I'm walking downhill, so I'm not breathing too heavily, I do a few warm-ups. It's a little annoying because of the wow wow, the steps. When you take a step, the voice wobbles a little, but otherwise you can do that. And what's very interesting is that even if you do a few of these every day, it does add up. By the end of the day, you may have practiced like 30, 40 minutes. That's pretty good. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's something. If you want to learn, and if you want most especially to keep your voice in good shape, like it's maybe more my situation where I just need my voice in good shape when I need it to perform. And that's what I do. And so these are ways that you can come up with. I'm sure you can find others. And if you do, please put them in the comments below, because I'm always looking for new ways to practice in between things. Um, and by the way, if you're in my same situation where you have very little time and you need some help, I put together a 5 minute warm up, a guided 5 minute warm up that you can literally put on your phone and listen to while you do whatever. And I got a link in the description, so go down there and grab it. It's free. And I just want to help you to really figure out how to practice and not let go of the habit of practicing your voice, keeping your, so remember the voice is muscles basically. So it's like doing your vocal warm-up every day is like taking a walk to keep your body in shape. It's the same idea. So as long as you want to sing, you have to find the time to practice some of these exercises. They say use it or lose it. So keep doing it, keep using it, and your voice will be with you, will serve you well throughout your lifetime. But if you stop doing it, then the muscles get a little stiff, the voice gets a little bit shaky and crackly, and it's not so easy then to go back. I mean, you can still go back gradually, but it's a lot harder to go back to it than to just maintain it, just like everything else. So I hope this was helpful. And really, please, if you have other strategies that you use, other times when that you came up with that are good times for practice, let us know. Put them in the comments. I think this is a very, very common issue, not having time to practice. So we would all appreciate you sharing it down in the comments. So thank you so much. If you enjoyed this video, as always, consider give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks a lot. Have a good day. Bye.